Before you get to this video, boys and girls, make sure you've already learned the meanings of the new words this week from the former video. Now, this week's genre is historical fiction. We're going to talk about the features of a historical fiction before we read the story. A historical fiction, look at the word historical. It comes from the word history. History means anything that took place in the past. History means the past, basically, okay? So if I say, and fiction is a made-up story, it's not a real story. So a historical fiction is a made-up story that takes place in the past. So usually in a historical fiction, you would find real dates in the past, like 1950 or 1947, or maybe it can even talk about a real thing that happened in the past, but the characters and the events would be made up, okay? So it is a made-up story that takes place in the past, and it has illustrations that show the setting and how people lived in the past, and often it helps create a mood. So let's look here. The story that we're going to read, The Big Blizzard, is a historical fiction. However, I want you to know that the blizzard that is happening in the story, it really happened in history before. It happened in 1947 in New York City. But the characters, the story itself, it's made up. They only used a real event, which is the blizzard in the past. A blizzard is a snowstorm, okay? So they used the real blizzard that really happened in 1947, and they made up a story for it with made-up characters and made-up events. Even the things that they said are made up. Everything is made up, but the blizzard really happened in the past, in 1947. The story and characters are made up, but the events could happen in real life. So the events can happen in real life, although they're not real, but they can happen. It means people are walking, talking, dressed like us. Everything can happen in real life, but it's a made-up story. Events in historical fiction happened a long time ago, usually in a historical, because of the word historical. In a historical fiction, everything that happens takes place in the past, long time ago. Okay? It has an illustration which shows details of the setting and how people lived. Usually from the illustrations or the drawings, you would see people dressed differently, not like us nowadays. They are dressed in an old way. The cars are old, or cars that they used in the past, for example. Or you would see that the places, even the shops and everything, they're old, they're historical. They are from the past, okay? Now,